Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I'm going to give you a brief update on some of the downloads that I've been receiving. It's been really powerful, guys. I don't know what you're going through energetically, but I was really struggling. I was really struggling thinking that it was time to give up and manifest a soulmate and move on, right? But no, I had this epiphanic download that we have to be, right now, right now with the moon energies, and I'm going to link, I promise, I am linking below a video that I watched that really brought me some profound clarity. All about the astrological energies that we are going through with this new moon and the Virgo season. So I'm not an astrologer, so I would just be floundering if I sat here and tried to describe it all to you. But instead, I'm going to link it and you can watch it yourself. Okay. Oh, I would just want to make sure I was recording. Sorry for being in my jammies. I just got out of the bath. And I was meditating. I did my sacred ritual bath that I do on the new moons. And yeah, it was pretty profound. So I'm going to link the astrological video that I watched. And I will also link a meditation that is to help heal and remove all ancient implanting and programming from the divine masculine and divine feminine. Both of those links are very important if you want to get on top of this twin flame journey. It really did alter my entire perception of where this journey is supposed to be right now. Okay, so today is just a general check-in on divine masculine, divine feminine. And it's going to be a quick read because I have things I have to do, places I got to go. I'm going camping this weekend. But it is the new moon, and it's the new moon in Virgo. And it's important. There are portals opening. There are downloads and DNA upgrades. And if you've been following my channel, none of this is foreign to you. Okay, so I'm going to get cracking on this, and it's going to be a nice quick read. I'm not going to go real deep into the message because Spirit told me I didn't have to, that it was going to be pretty, if you watch both links I link below, then all of this will tie together. Okay, so let's get started. By the way, this is for the divine masculine, divine feminine, sacred union. And if you are on the twin flame journey, there is no question, you know, there's just no question. So that's what this is going to be. It's going to be an energetic update for the new moon in Virgo. Okay, so let's get started. I set my intentions. I got 3 tarot cards and a whole bunch of oracles, and I did not make it even. Whatever fell out, when I asked Spirit, what did masculine need to know? If 1 fell out, he got 1 card. If 2 or 3 fell out, he got 2 or 3. Same with the feminine. So don't expect them to be equal in messages from the oracles. Okay, so let's get cracking. I'm using the After Tarot. I just bought it, and I'm amazed by it. It's what would things look like 1 minute after the regular tarot. So I set my intentions for what's on his mind, what's on his heart, and what is his spiritually inspired action. What action will he be taking through spiritual inspiration, through spirit guidance? Okay, so on his mind, I don't know if you can see here, Page of Pentacles. And you know, this is the After Tarot. And what I like about this is the horse is moving. It's not moving real fast, but the horse is moving. And in the standard deck, the horse is standing still. So it's the beginning of action. It's the intention behind action. Okay, and this guy has been showing up in Divine Masculine's space for a very long time now. So he is ready to make his trip. He's headed out. Maybe not quickly, but he is heading out. The horse is taking its first step. Wow, I like that. Okay, so during this new moon, don't be surprised if you hear from your masculine, or at least if energetically you feel him moving towards you. Okay, how about the feminine? What is in her headspace? Oh, look at that. This is the Page of Pentacles. And this is, I gotta look at it just for a second. Wow, it looks like you reached out. This is an offer. This is communication. This is a safe, secure, stable, not ego motivated. Okay, this is security. And it looks like feminine, like you might have made an offer. And look, he's making an offer too. This is beautiful. Okay, so both of you are pretty much on the same page. You're mirroring each other. It's time to get serious about security and bringing this union from the 5D into the 3D reality, into physicality. So what is on the masculine's heart? Yeah. Oh, these cards are so cool. I'm not sure what I make of this. This is it's the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment. Okay, but he's being offered sustenance. He's being offered food, right? I'm hearing nourishment. Perhaps the message that the feminine brought to him of security feeds his soul, feeds his wishes, feeds his desires for wish fulfillment. Because he's being nourished. Nourished. I'm hearing nourished. That's beautiful too. Perhaps the feminine gave him some soul nourishment. What is the feminine thinking about? The Lovers. I love the way, I don't know if you watch Gemstone Tarot, but I love the way she says the Lovers. She's from the UK. Okay, so we got the Lovers in her heart space. Look, he's looking at wish fulfillment and nourishment. Here we go again. Adam and Eve. She's offering him nourishment. Look at, she's offering him the apple. Now we all know in the religious terms where that led to, right? Temptation. However, I don't follow that programming anymore. I believe that the tree of knowledge I'm hearing that the knowledge is given when the student is ready. I don't know why, but you know the old Chinese proverb, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, or the teacher will show. It's kind of like, look at, they're both, she's offering the masculine food. The masculine is receiving food. I don't know, I kind of feel like the feminine is initiating some kind of movement forward. And it's nourishing. It's I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my messages clear. I'm getting quite a few, actually. So we've got this beautiful angel back here holding this sword of truth over the heads of divine masculine, divine feminine. It's an offering. This is an offering, maybe a peace offering, or the offering of truth. of knowing that this love is true and nourishing. Okay, these cards are a little different, guys. Work with me. All right, up next, what is his inspired action? Look at that. The Chariot. Yeah, baby, here I come. Here I come. This is fast-moving, stable, secure, balanced, victorious movement forward. I like it. And the feminine? Temperance. She's also balancing. Look at, they're both cards of balance. This is a card of action. This is a card of non-action. So I feel like maybe the feminine reached out and offered some kind of spiritual sustenance, something for the masculine to chew on. Sorry, that's what I'm hearing in my head. She offered something for the masculine to chew on. Could be an apology, could be just a truce, a white flag, you know. I think this is going to, whatever has happened, you guys will know because everybody's journey is different. But if you've been in separation and now you're communicating, it seems like the feminine might have given the masculine something to chew on. Some kind of a knowledge, some kind of a peace offering to move forward. And it actually looks like one is giving, one is receiving. And I think the inspired, Spirit's going to inspire him to move forward victoriously and in balance. He's balancing. Balancing. Oh, and it's the weirdest thing. This is the After Tarot. And it's the weirdest thing. I don't know if this will come across on the camera. But look at his hand. It looks like he's holding a cell phone or some kind of navigation, electronic navigation. So not only is he balancing his inner feminine and masculine and moving victoriously forward, I think that either the feminine or source has given him the navigational tools that he needs to do this the right way. That's weird. I wonder what he's really holding. But it does. It feels like a cell phone, like he's dialing in the GPS, right? How to get to his feminine. But now look at her next inspired action. This is healing and balance and alchemy. And for me as a reader, temperance sometimes is waiting for the perfect inspired moment. So he's being inspired forward and she is holding space. That's what I'm hearing. She's holding space as she balances and alchemizes masculine and feminine. Both of them are balancing masculine and feminine energies within them. As above, so below. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I know, short and sweet, right? But I hope that helps. That's what is happening or going to happen in the near future during this new moon. It's the inspirational action from Spirit. Now let's look at guidance for the masculine. Orphaned. Okay. So yeah, this is big for both of them actually, at least in my journey. Being orphaned is not just this lifetime. This is many lifetimes of distorted masculine and feminine energies. What I mean by distorted is the ego-based 3D version of blame, shame, game. Okay? The masculine, I'm sure, has orphaned his feminine and in other lifetimes, possibly this lifetime, and vice versa. The feminine probably has orphaned the masculine. See, we're never apart, guys. Never. We are always in union within ourselves. You are each other. So you cannot be in separation. Now, the physical bodies can be in separation, but the spiritual body is always in union. So when you feel lonely and you feel orphaned, masculine. I know it showed up on the masculine side, but I do believe it's feminine and masculine message. Okay, when you're feeling orphaned or alone or in separation from your masculine, you have to center and ground yourself back in unconditional love. Okay, because we have been programmed in the 3D reality to filter everything through our brokenness, right? Through everything every hardship we've ever been through. So also, you know, there have been lifetimes where we have lost our parents, or we have gone through divorces or whatever. Abandonment issues are huge, and it's part of what has to be healed. See, we have to heal lifetimes of karma in order to move into unconditional love, right? If you want union with your sacred partner, you have to clear your energetic field of all programming. When you watch YouTube videos and readings, please be careful that you put up your spiritual protective egg around you, so that you can't be influenced by lower vibrational entities, because they can and will infiltrate readers, and it's not the reader's fault. You know, we channel what we get from the Akashic records and from divine message. So, but that's not to say that it can't be infiltrated by the lower vibrational entities that have been attached to the masculine and feminine for eons. And so we need to use our discernment. If the message doesn't resonate, click off. There's other readers, okay? Never give your power away to a reader. If my message doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you, okay? But this is a very deep, deep, deep wound that masculine and feminine have been working on probably since back in January or longer, right? It's always been within them, but it's coming up for healing since January. So if you have any abandonment issues, take a look at that trigger and heal it. Send it unconditional love. Unconditional love. No blame. Okay? No blame. Yeah, in the 3D, you might have hurt one another. You might have abandoned one another. You might have walked out on each other. You might have whatever. But it is now known to you that that was the wounded warrior, right? The programming of the 3D reality, the masculine's, warrior self, and the feminine is over loving, right? So we're going to move on from that card. Feminine has between worlds. Look at how beautiful. I know this feeling as well, because I've been between worlds many, many times as a medium and as an oracle. Sometimes we are in between worlds for other people's transformation, but now it's our turn, right? We are transforming. We are going from this lifeless, loveless, conditioned reality to this unconditional, bright, beautiful transformation, right? So all the color is coming back into your aura, and you are being cleansed of the lower vibrational frequencies. And you are literally walking through a portal from the past into the now. Don't be confused. You're not walking into the future. The future is yet to be created, right? But you're walking from the past into the now. Beautiful, beautiful. All right? Masculine, go with the flow. All right? Don't try. See, we all do this because we all have feminine and masculine traits within us. Okay? But the masculines, the feminines was getting this message like last month maybe. Go with the flow. Now it's the masculine's turn, right? He needs to catch the wave. I see a surfer waxing his board. He sees this beautiful wave of love and unconditional love, balance. It's just pick up your feet and let the water carry you. Okay? Go with the flow, masculine. Feminines, build on solid ground. Okay? Because we tend to get caught up in the feminine side of things, and we're ruled by our emotions, by our emotional body, instead of the physical. So I kind of feel like the masculine is balancing his inner feminine, and the feminine is balancing her inner masculine. She's being called to bring into physicality solid building, okay? Four corners, four legs, four tires, everything that's solid. Masculine. Accept what is dying. You've got to let the ego die. It really is ego, and ego is what keeps the masculines in their karmic situations. And I know from experience, not just me, but several feminines who are dealing with masculines that are still in karmic relationships. They've kind of been dead for a long time, but the masculines are fearful of losing their comfort zone, fearful of stepping outside of their comfort zone. Okay, so whoever they're married to or dating or working for, because it doesn't have to be a relationship, it can be a job, a boss, anything that is karmically in between the masculine and feminine, right? Accept what is dying. I'm hearing ego death, but I think there are karmic contracts that are ending. They're ending. It's going to be a slow death from what I hear, but they are ending. Energetically, they ended a long time ago. But in the physical, they're being transmuted, healed, and released. Because you've learned, masculine, you've learned everything there was to learn from that karmic relationship. And it's no longer serving you. So it's time for you to step into your power and move into the next phase of your life, okay? All right, next up for the masculine, Sanat Kumara, light activation. Yeah, look at that. Light warrior. I love these cards. I just bought these at the show that I did in Michigan. Light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Yeah, the masculines have been getting downloads, ladies, downloads. Quick communication from spirit. It used to be cloudy and murky and, you know, they just couldn't see clearly. But these, the inner, or what is the word I'm looking for? The central sun has been sending off all of these new DNA light codes, and the masculines are waking up to their third eye activation, and their light bodies are beginning to heal, and they've been struggling for a while now. This has been, you know, the feminines had time. It took, you know, they might have been on their journey of enlightenment or ascension for months, if not years, you know, but the masculines have been bam, 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 bam. It's like now. And they are having to catch up in record timing, right? So light activation for the masculine. For the feminine, we have Lady Portia. It says divine order. Look at the beautiful purple colors. Yeah, that's the flame. That's the flame. What's it called? I should know, but I can't think of it at the moment. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And I'm here to tell you what the lesson is quit holding on to the distorted masculine. Okay, the distorted masculine is the one that lied to you. He's the one that cheated on you. He's the one that ghosted you. He's the one that drops little breadcrumbs, you know, hi, how are you, and then ghosts you again. This is because you are clinging to that program. It's an old program, and it's being replaced with new DNA light body codes. Okay, so you got to let go of your distorted masculine and realize unconditional love. Okay, send them a message. Tell them you love them. Tell them you miss them. Tell them that you're always there for them. I keep picturing Divine Feminine with her arms crossed energetically. And I know I was doing it, okay? Blocking. And Spirit said, you cannot come into union if you're not opening your arms to receive. As soon as you open your arms to your masculine, he will come into them, okay? So do what you feel is right. Bounce it off your inner knowing and know that an important lesson is unfolding. Okay, let's speed this up. You guys know I can only do 31 minutes. All right, masculine, the eyes of beauty, positive expectations, clarity. Yes, see, this is part of the light body activation. All right? Look at everything through the eyes of beauty. Stop putting, look at, he or she has a veil across their face. But it's see-through. And Spirit's saying, you're not kidding anybody. Sorry, buddy, you can't kid anybody. They can see you clearly. And you need to look through the eyes of beauty and expect positive expectations and clarity. You know, open to receive is what I'm hearing for that card. All right, the feminine, the web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. I don't know why, but there are times when I do readings when I tell people, you know, don't reach out, it's the masculine's turn, but I really feel that Spirit is pushing the feminine forward. Synchronicities, divine intelligence, cause and effect. Everything you do is like the ripple effect. You drop a pebble into the pond and it will affect all of the energies around you. And I think she's being called to weave the web of synchronicity. Maybe setting up dates energetically, you know, for divine intelligence, cause and effect. Making moves that create change. All right, up next for the masculine, communicate freely, communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. Beautiful, beautiful, because communication is key to this journey, and it's usually the most blocked in the journey is communication. Okay, up next for the feminine, we have proceeding softly. My inner power grows in moment of quietude. So yeah, you need to take time for you, feminines. You know, it's a heavy, heavy, energetic time. Take a bath, get a manicure, love on yourself, treat yourself with love and respect. Watch what you're eating, drink plenty of water, get a little exercise. You know, just love on yourself and spend time with Spirit. You know, sit down, have some coffee, some tea, and do some meditating, maybe out in nature, right? All right, moving on. For the masculine, it's not only about being right, okay? In all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who is right or wrong, or strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater lengths in considering the other's perspective. Don't you agree? The universe. So yeah, this is duality again, okay? You can't be right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. Everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson, guys. There is no right. There is no wrong. It's simply contrast. And if it doesn't feel good, it's not because it's wrong. It's because it's not in alignment. It's a lesson. Okay, honor thyself. Look, you got two now. Like I said, go out, get you a pedicure, a manicure, you know, treat yourself better. Love on yourself. Just curious, when was the last time you looked into a mirror and addressed yourself as gorgeous, magnificent, or sublime? It does matter. Here's looking at you, gorgeous, the universe. P.S. Okay, Hubba Bubba counts too. All right, for the masculine, we have your treasure is at hand. Oh, I love it. Look at the pinks and the blues. Masculine, feminine, right? Coming together, union. I'm feeling it, guys. And union doesn't have to happen in the 3D. You can unify within your heart. And, you know, if it's meant to come into the 3D, it most certainly will. And it looks like in the tarot spread with the Knight and the Page of Pentacles, it looks like both of you are manifesting this union into the 3D. Okay, so your treasure is at hand. Sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, zippier, but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles the widest with those they've already found, especially when they stop looking elsewhere. Actually, zippier is on quite a few lists. Tally-ho, the universe. Okay, what I'm getting off of this card is that sometimes, not just the masculine, but the feminine too, we're afraid of rejection, right? Going back to that orphaned card. And so we're afraid we're not pretty enough or handsome enough or tall enough or smart enough or make enough money or have enough to offer. And Spirit is saying, you know what? Your treasure is at hand. You already have it in your hand. You don't have to go and look for it. You have it. All you have to do is honor it and trust in it. Okay? Then we have for the feminine, choose love. And I'm here to tell you, I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled this deck to try to get the masculine a card, and none would come out. So I feel like it wasn't meant to be for the masculine, but for the feminine. Choose love. If you're struggling with an obstacle or conflict, choose a path of love. Suffering, doubt, and frustration all transform in the presence of love. So show your love courageously, show your love openly, show your love with no strings attached, unconditional. It's safe to give and receive love. In fact, if you have a hard time with self-love, honor thyself. Start outside yourself and work your way in. Showing love to others can be a gateway for self-loving. Okay, we're going to run out of time. Masculine, divine sisterhood, letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born, who wish to help you and whom can help you too, as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. You're feminine. Lady of the Stars, Sirius is a celestial goddess, a star of unconditional love and wisdom at an extremely high vibration. She brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and high capacity for divine service. She asks you to pay attention now because something significant is taking place at a spiritual level for you at this time. We did it, guys. We got them all in. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please hit the like button if this resonates. And if you need to, go back and watch it again because I hate rushing. But until I get this stupid phone. Oh, by the way, I bought a laptop. As soon as I figure out how to do it, this issue will go away. Okay, so I love you guys. Namaste.